We come to you from downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. The Bulls begin the game with the basketball. Dunn to Zach LaVine. Screen coming.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle, 4-2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Young. Porter in a matchup with Boogie. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lakers ball. To Cousins. Davis. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Dunn to Mo Bamba. Young to Chris Dunn. That's out of bounds off a ball. Rondo into the front court. Leads 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Porter defended by Cousins. Here comes the screen. Not that time.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Consider enrolling your son or daughter in one of our summer basketball camps. Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Done. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Cousins. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
To Young. Porter. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here's Rondo with it. The lead is 11. Here comes the screen. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Done to Mo Bamba. Done. To Levine. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter. On the defensive end.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. To Markkanen. Five seconds to shoot. 4-3. Tough shot for Markkanen. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Screen coming. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Beyond the arc for 3. Chicago possession. Porter. Knocked loose. Picked up. Here we go. Caldwell Pope to Davis. And the finish off the nice step through.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Mo Bamba. Otto Porter, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Los Angeles has the basketball. Steps around the defender and puts it in. Nicely done.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The pass set it all up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Bradley. And the finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Goes to the right side. Markkanen to Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Bradley. Here comes the screen. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Mo Bamba. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Los Angeles, they have it.
Rotate.
To Bradley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it.
Hold on. Pick up. Watch the screen coming left.
To Mo Bamba. From the outside, no good. The drive, right to the basket. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming.
Into the game for the Lakers.
There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Defense, let's go.
To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Over to the right side. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. For 3, they need something to go down. It's no good.
I got him. My ball. Screen come. Watch out. They go quick.
Down to Young. And the Lakers have the rebound. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. And count the basket inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bulls with the rock. To Young. Driving right to the basket.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Markkanen. Five to shoot. From long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Mo Bamba. Young. Has a chance. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball. I'm here. I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks, but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. To Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Young. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Lakers at the controls right now. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
To Markkanen. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Misfires. It's no good. It's Cook with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Markkanen. Big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Kyle Kuzma. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there. But they say no foul.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Chicago basketball. The shot, almost. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay.
Entering the game for Chicago, number 22, Otto Porter.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Cousins. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Levine to Markkanen. Lakers have it. Funky abusing the rim. Big finish.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Markkanen. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Zach Levine. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Shot no good there by Levine.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Caldwell Pope. Off the assist.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Dunn to Porter. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Short jumper won't go down. Dunn to Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach Levine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Cousins, defended by the former Hoya. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. He gets it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench.
The Lakers dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. The Lakers got their scoring from the guys you're seeing here on screen. The Bulls seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Points in the paint.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Welcome back to ESPN. I'm Cassidy Hubbard. And if you're just joining us, we've got a breaking story. Joel Embiid fired off a series of statements about the one, and the internet is going crazy. Embiid says he's, quote, fired up about the one hitting the league, and for all the non-believers out there to, quote, quit hate.
We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry?
The stars have aligned. The Golden State Warriors begin with the basketball. Curry. Los Angeles has the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Cauley Stein powers it through. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To Danny Green. Davis. To Cousins. 4-3. And DeMarcus Cousins buries the three with a hand in his face.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Curry to Green. Down to Cauley Stein. To Green. Thompson. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Steph at the controls.
Let's go.
To Thompson. sizing up the defense. Curry. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Rondo with the basketball. Up 5. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Curry to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Thompson. Screen coming. Curry. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Pass to the rim. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Green to Thompson. To Curry. Shot clock winding down. And the rebound taken in by Davis. To Danny Green. Driving right to the pass. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Russell up against Cook. Count the bucket for 2.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
To Kyle Kuzma. They'll get it down to Davis. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. Russell. The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lakers ball. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
To Russell. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
To Caldwell Pope. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Russell into the front court. His team down 9. Down low, Cauley Stein. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Los Angeles, they have it. Here's a chance from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
Russell. To Nick Young. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Cook to bring it into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Golden State at the controls. Russell to Alec Burks. Probing the defense. Russell in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter with the Lakers in command. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Here's Rondo with it. His guys up by 15. That's out.
Substitutions, Golden State. Into the game for LA, number 11.
Nothing going here on that drive to Caldwell Pope.
Hands up. We got him. We got him.
To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Curry with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Thompson. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Here's Curry with it up top. His guys down big. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. No good. To Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Warriors have the basketball. Thompson to Curry. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. DeMarcus Cousins with the block. Warriors get it back. Slams it down. They'll get it back, though. Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys holding the big lead. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Hold on.
To Thompson. Curry. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Kyle Kuzma.
second quarter.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Warriors have the basketball. Steph Curry in a matchup with Boogie. Short jumper stays it.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Rondo into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Curry to Thompson.
In the second quarter.
No good. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's Golden State basketball. Surveys the floor. Lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Rondo matched up with the two-time MVP. DeMarcus Cousins, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Old school equals high percentage.
Curry into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him.
As we are at halftime, let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime.
The Lakers.
Absolutely dominated the competition in the first half.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Warriors did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Curry into the front court. Down a bundle to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Davis. It's a big finish.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Curry. Down to Young. No good. Rondo with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Danny Green down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Steph lets loose, and he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Spinning shot won't fall. Los Angeles has the basketball. Davis flushes it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Short jump, exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein.
I said fast, Ed, fast.
Rondo takes aim at Steph Curry. Oh, nice find for the basket.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Here comes the screen. Thompson to Green. Fine to shoot. Thompson can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Young on the drive, but his shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Green. Thompson to Green. Five to shoot for Golden State. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Russell in a matchup with Quinn Cook.
Substitutions, Golden State.
JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Possession lies with Golden State. Russell. To Nick Young. Takes stock of the floor. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, emphatic slam.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Russell. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. For 3, not that time. He missed it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Willie Cauley-Stein at the line for 2 shots. Career mark of 64%. First try at the line, no good. No good. Missed them both. JaVale McGee.
Here we go. Double team. Double team.
He throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Curry has it. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
I'm here. I got ball. Double.
That's good. Double.
Clock runs out. So far, it's been all Lakers. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. And this...
Substitutions, Golden State. Into the game for the Lakers.
Curry, he engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry with the ball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
They get it to Kuzma, down low. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Here comes the screen.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
Curry. Down to 5 on the 24 to Curry. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Kyle Kuzma. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Curry. The drive, right to the basket, down the lane to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. To Curry.
My ball, my ball. Right.
Curling inside. Cauley Stein. Here comes the screen. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry. Shakes free and hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. JaVale McGee sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, the Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers won this matchup with a significant margin. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Warriors seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
QJB here with some more crazy highlights of the one alley-oop footage. I'm going to show it to you right now. Let's go. Caught that alley-oop, dunked it down. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Nasty play from the one. I cannot wait to see the future of this player. QJB out of here. I had a lot of fun with you guys.
South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
Ask Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Can't connect from in close. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 4. Harris to Simmons. The drive right to the basket. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Count the bucket for 2.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Sixers control. Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court comes Rondo. 8-2 our score. To Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Simmons with it, looking to make something happen. To Allen. Baseline.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Grayson Allen. To Richardson. 24-second violation.
Philadelphia.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 1, Mike Scott.
Rondo with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and 1. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Lets it fly from long range. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
I got him.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
To Davis. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Another shot stays out. Joel Embiid with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Jumper's good.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly, because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oh, Neto in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Grayson Allen. To Brunson. And Davis there to grab the rebound. Has a chance. Not that time.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
I'm here. I got ball.
Anthony Davis rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Stuffs it down with authority. They cannot be stopped right now.
Sometimes your opponent is not even in the game from the start. That's the way you run the floor, and you put the pressure on them right away in the first quarter.
Here comes the screen to Horford. It's a big finish. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Cook to bring it into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Bradley to Davis. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Richardson to Simmons. Off the mark. Davis to Bradley. They go down to Davis. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
He gets it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Shot from the lane won't go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Davis on the drive, but a shot won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Lakers at the controls right now. To Davis. And that.
Here we go. Stepping in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 42, Al Horford.
Cousins. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Grayson Allen to Horford. Lakers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Embiid shot off the mark. To Kyle Kuzma. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Short jumper stays out. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Down low, Boogie. DeMarcus Cousins. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Richardson to Embiid. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scattering.
Brunson to Embiid. Not that time. Lakers ball. Down low to Cousins. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Probing the defense.
I got him.
Brunson to Richardson. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
And As a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Slams it down. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers
have yet to appear after one half of basketball.
The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers
are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Los Angeles, they have it. They'll get it down to Green. Cleans it up. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Flushes it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Missed the foul shot. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Richardson. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Simmons with it. His guys down big to Richardson. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
In the front court comes Simmons. Down a bundle to Tobias Harris. Joel Embiid. 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Sixers have the basketball. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
He blocked that with authority.
To Davis. And look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Richardson to Allen. Won't go down. To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Simmons. Gets to the basket and scores.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Harris. Knocks it down from mid-range.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Match up.
Harris to Richardson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Josh Richardson, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Al Horford has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sixers control it. To Tobias Harris.
Here we go.
Here comes the screen. Richardson sizing up Cousins. Down low for Harris. Anthony Davis pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here comes the screen. Rebound Cousins. Long key from 3/4 court. 3/4 down. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Tobias Harris. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Here's Kuzma. Brings the ball up court. Danny Green. Here comes the screen. To Danny Green. Down for McGee. Short jumper off the mark.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Five on the shot clock. Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Missed a wide open look. Harris to Simmons. To Richardson. Harris. Shot won't go. Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Davis. Over to the right side. Danny Green. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. 4-3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
A shot no good by Harris. Here comes the screen. To Davis. Danny Green. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma. Just off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Richardson. They go down low to Simmons. You've got to get that one to go. Lakers at the controls right now. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Count the basket inside.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Simmons to Richardson. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Los Angeles has the basketball. And scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Simmons to Richardson. To Embiid. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Richardson. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Throws it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Embiid to Allen. To Embiid. Shot by Simmons won't fall. Slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Anthony Davis sends it away. Look at a push. Lakers ball. Great look and vision. And finishes strong.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Brunson to Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Joel Embiid. And the rebound taken in by Davis.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
DeMarcus Cousins swats it. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mindframe coming to you live and direct, and the one just caught a body. Let's check this out. Yes, hello. I'd like to report an emergency. Can someone scrape the defender off the floor, please? The one is, tearing it up. But yeah, man, that's all I got for now. I gotta go scrape the defender off the floor. It's my part-time job.